It'll be all
Okay.
right.
Hi, Andrea. Well, we're live, but I'm having trouble with my screen for some reason. The view it's giving me is really small, and it's not normally like that. So I can't figure out why today it's decided to do that.
You can. Oh, hang on. I'm in private chat. Oh, there we go. Hey, function. all
There we go. Okay. It was trying to
right.
get me to change my browser. I'm like, no, I just want to stay right here. Thank you.
exactly.
Hi, Julie. I'm sorry y'all are going to get to see my hash. It's what it turned out to look like after I cut up the meat. Cut everything up so I could eat it with a spoon, and now it's tastes yummy though. There she is.
Okay, I'm trying to connect my chat with the thing. It
Okay.
doesn't want to let me chat.
Hey, Tanya. Welcome,
Hi.
welcome.
There we go.
Hello there.
Hey, Barbara. Glad you're here.
I'm gonna come in a little closer for this kind of view. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
I
not
probably
that.
need to do that too.
That's a little too close, I think. Hi, Jamie.
Hello, darling.
How are you doing?
I'm doing
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
Doing okay.
And hop, hop, hop. Hi, Lisa. Okay. Hi, everyone. I don't know if Sherry came in towards the end. Barbara's here. Andrew's here. Jamie, of course, is here because she's over there talking. Uh, Julie's here. Andrew's here. Anyways, guys, I'm glad y'all here.
Thanks,
Uh,
Barbara.
Me
It's good to
too.
see y'all. All of y'all.
yeah. And what are you
Good to
gonna
have
do,
you.
I think I'm going to jelly print here in a little while.
Ah,
I
okay.
was already working on this project.
Uh huh.
I printed out yesterday. I printed out a bunch of digitals
Mm.
and I just put them all, and just printed them all out and they were double sided, which was fine. The only
Mhm.
problem is one margin was the different margin on the back side. So
Ah.
I had to trim more off both sides, right? To get them to
Yeah.
be the same size. So then I had all these little strips. And
yeah.
I thought, I used a lot of ink to print this stuff, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Mhm.
That looks
And
really
that's a
cool.
lot of paper.
Yep. It is.
See? That's a whole lot
Yep.
of paper. I
Yep.
said, I wonder if I could just glue them together. So that's what I've done. I've glued all those cut ends together.
I love it.
Well. Okay. I like it. Mhm.
Because theoretically that would work for a solid piece on a cover.
Oh yeah.
You know how you need, sometimes you need those really long pieces because 11 and a half is not quite enough.
Yep. Yep. Mhm.
So I had got them all glued together, and then I've just put matte medium on the back, and I'm letting it. I mean, it's dry. I could probably turn it over, but I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes before I flip it. And matte medium the other side just to make sure, because I didn't glue. And I used Elmer's. I used Elmer's glue. So,
okay.
because I mean, it's quicker to get out of the bottle and junk. It's like,
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Spread it out. Mhm.
because
Well,
I buy it by the gallon at the Home Depots.
yeah. Well,
Well, I've only bought it like twice. So, I mean, it's not something I have to buy very often. But I put it in an old Aileen bottle and I put an orange lid on it.
there you go. Well, and that's a PVA glue, so it's
Yes. Yeah. It'll be fine.
it'll be wonderful. Yeah.
The only thing is I've gotten off kilter on both, but that's okay. I can trim that up too. That's my feelings anyway. Make me
Yeah.
use my ink and all that stuff.
yeah, that ink is precious. I can tell you that. My boss just called me and said I have to start going back to the office on Mondays and Wednesdays. So now I'm stressed out about that. Oh, Brittany, honey, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, they do like seeing your face.
Yeah.
Just saying. The companies I used to work for, if you went to a Christmas party 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 years, they thought you came every year.
Every year.
Every year. So, and that's okay. You want them to think that. Even if it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and
it makes you known.
Yeah. I suppose, though, she probably will get more done at home because she won't be worrying about the baby. So.
Yes, I understand that too. I need to start my other camera because I'm dual recording.
Oh.
I thought, why not? Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
That's always a good thing. I've never tried.
I'm sorry.
I've never tried to do that. So
Well, you have to have 2 cameras.
Well, I do.
Oh, okay. I picked up last year or the year before. It was either late 22 or early 23. I found a second or a Logitech camera on clearance, and it's I don't know, what is it? Let me see. It just says HD something. I can't read it because it's hanging upside down now.
Yeah.
And it was like $50, $75. It was under $100, which I thought was a pretty good price.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and picked it up. Of course, you got to have 2 computers too.
Well, see, that's where I could do it differently because I do all my videos on my phone.
Oh, well, see, there you go.
This camera is a webcam for the computer, but
yeah,
I could be recording on my phone just as easily. I had never thought about doing that, but that is something I might think about doing. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy because when I do the giveaways, because I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I use my phone for that.
Well, that is true.
Film the screen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm even more old school. I write a number on a piece of paper and reveal it after everybody's chosen one.
Yeah, that I've done that before too.
Well, and and if I was using my phone to do 2, I can't. When I use my phone, that's really cool, Jamie. When I use my phone,
I'm thinking
big. Just a second, Jamie. Don't put it up. We want to see.
That is awesome. Really awesome.
I think that's much cooler than I thought it was going to be. See, I printed, and I don't know where these were from. I don't remember. So I was just disappointed that my printer, and I'm sure it was my printer, I'd get the larger margin on one side.
Uh-huh.
And then when it flipped it to print the back side, it put the larger margin on
other side. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that aggravated me. And I'm like, no, I'm keeping those papers. So now I've got a humongous one. Let's see how big it is. Okay, that's 18. 18 plus 8. 26 inches.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
That'll make a nice cover or do all kinds of things.
Yeah.
Hello, Jasper.
Well, there we go. I saved my paper.
Hi, Jasper.
My ink.
Welcome.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to set this aside.
Barbara says her printer makes a larger margin on the bottom side.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever paid attention. Hi, Kimberly.
Well, and I'm sure I got it from a European place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, because a lot of it's in foreign language, is why I'm saying that. So,
Okay.
and their page sizes are different,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
is why I didn't mess with the size of it
Mm-hmm.
because I didn't want to screw it up necessarily. And there we go.
Well,
It screwed
and
itself up.
technically, my printer is supposed to be able to print to the edge of the paper, but I have never been able to make it do it. So,
I can't get,
it's a technical thing that I am just, I guess, not capable of
Hi,
figuring
Kimberly.
out.
Well,
Either
yes,
that or
I
don't
agree.
want-
It's beyond me.
I don't want to take the time to figure it out, I guess is really what it is.
But that's exactly what it is. For me, anyway. I don't know. Now I'm going to use my ginormous plate today, I think. How are we
Okay.
on screen? We're okay-ish.
You're not bad. We can get most of it.
Because I was going to use the colors that they suggested in Maker's Collab for January.
We were just talking about that. Julie's doing that.
I thought, why not? I didn't get any stencils out, so.
Happy birthday to all the January birthdays. Yay. There's Teresa again. Hi, dear.
Hi,
Oh,
Teresa.
I've lost my mind. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Sit.
What am I grabbing? Okay, let me move
That's
that
cleaning
out.
up in the rafters, so I'm gonna be lurking and working. Okay.
Oh, I might all leave that
I've
there.
lost where I put my jelly or my these. I need to put some of this on there.
Okay.
Even if I do weird things to it, I want to put some of this on there. Yeah.
It's just such a wreck out here, y'all. Well, 23 was kind of a.
Julie's doing those colors with your jelly print.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
That's what Jamie said she's going to do is use the color combinations that were suggested.
Yeah, which is pink, yellow, brown, black, white, and one metallic.
Thanks, Barbara.
That's my plan. I don't know how well it'll do. I have the reason I printed those digitals is because I was going to put them in a journal I was going to give to the lady that helped us order my new truck.
Oh, you're getting a new truck?
Well, we ordered it in August.
Oh no.
Okay. If you're going to get a new vehicle, you pretty much have to order it.
Yeah.
And when I say order it, you pick your model and then they tell you this is the color you're going to get or you're going to get this color. These are the options you can have or these are the options you can have. And this is brand. I mean, this is all the manufacturers. They're all going to go to this because they don't have to. Well, Lisa, they don't. Or Tanya, they don't have to pay the taxes for the car being on their lot.
That's right. Not only the taxes.
Order it. Yeah, you order it. They make it. They deliver it to the dealership. They call you and they say your car is in. You come in, you do the paperwork. There's no jockeying around prices like it used to. Okay, that stuff don't really happen anymore. I wouldn't say never, just don't count on that. And you sign your paperwork and you drive away.
Yeah, well, that is, they also, when it sits on the lot for even a week, they have to pay the bank.
Yes. That's correct. That's correct.
And so between the bank and the taxes for everything, that's and if it sits on the lot for a certain amount of time, they actually have to pay full price to the bank for it. Yep. So that's why if it's sat on the lot for any length of time, you used to be able to get a better deal, but not anymore.
Yeah, and they're expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Just saying, they are expensive.
Yep.
This was almost as much as I paid for my first house. and it's a mid-sized truck. It's not quite as small as my yellow one, but it's not a full-size truck.
Yeah.
I got a Maverick.
Oh,
And my color choice was they called it azure gray, but it's the color of faded blue jeans. Okay.
Oh, pretty.
And it's a 4-cylinder, so I'm gonna have to get used to the way it sounds because they don't sound like big motors.
No. And they don't move like big motors either. So you best keep your foot out of it.
I was gonna say when she moves, y'all, she books. She's on her way. So, and I'm liking her pretty good. I got her the Friday before Christmas, and she wasn't supposed to be here till this week. So,
okay.
Kind of got lucky on that. We sold 3 vehicles to get her.
Oh my goodness.
Well, and that's the reason we were getting a new one is because all of our vehicles, and no, I make it sound like we have tons of cars laying around, are over 20 years old. So I sold 3 20-year cars to be able to get her.
Well, we have that same issue. We have, the Jeep, my rodeo, and the pickup, and they're all, well, mine's going to be 30 years old.
I heard you saying that.
Yeah, and the Jeep and the pickup are both 22. Yeah. So, it's and everybody's got to be in the shop here right now. It's like, okay, just what we need.
Yeah.
And we do not have a small vehicle that we can drive across country, that we would trust to drive across country.
Right. See, that's just it for us. We don't trust any of them. None of them. We're, and the reason we had them is because they were all, they're 20-something years old. So they all came to us as used cars, except for my little yellow truck. We got her new. The other ones, when Johnny would get a good deal, show up at work, he would pick it up if it was reasonable. And all that's before COVID, back when prices were normal.
Yeah.
Normalish. So it's not that way anymore.
No.
I don't know if y'all have priced new vehicles or even used vehicles. Even the used ones, they want almost new price for.
Yeah. It was ridiculous. In 2021, November, when I bought mine, I thought, I cannot believe I'm paying this much money for a 12-year-old car.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
It was like $12,000 for a 12-year-old car.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I love it, but it was ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
And you should try buying.
Thanks, Julie.
Okay.
And I didn't even get a full-size spare.
Oh,
so y'all need to check that if you're getting a car. You want a full-size spare.
They don't have full-size spares, and some cars don't even have a spare in them. Yeah. That's the thing. It's amazing the number of cars that don't have a spare in them.
That's right. That's right. Because that's extra. And since we ordered it, after they had actually started building it, they went up on the price of the vehicles also. They went up on it.
Uh-oh. Jasper says you can't always get what you want, but if you try, sometimes you might get what you need. There you go. There. Yeah. Uh-huh. I mean, I wouldn't trade my car for nothing, but there's times when, and I cannot loan my car. When my sister comes, she's going to have to rent a car because I cannot loan her my car.
Right. See, we because we had so many, I say so many, we had 3, which means we had, I guess we had 1 extra one. Anyway, that way when one needed to be fixed, you still had something to drive.
Yeah. That's.
So
now we have the truck so that we have that Jeff can go off and get stuff kind of
yeah,
thing. That's
yeah.
that's why we really kept it. But don't ask me why I'm putting numbers on this page. I don't. Okay, you guys
Because you
cannot see
want
a thing.
to.
Just because I want to.
Well, that came out a lot darker than I anticipated.
Is
I
that
haven't jelly
plate?
printed in a long time.
Julie wants to know if that plate is 12 by 12. I think it's 14 by 16. If I'm
It's a big one.
yeah.
That's 14 by,
Like
well, it's
12 by
almost
14.
12.
It's
Yeah, it's
12 by
almost
14.
12.
Yeah, 12 by 14 is what it is, I think. Okay.
And I bought a big brayer to use on it because, you get brayer marks so badly with the smaller ones, even on a regular plate sometimes. Guess I should have grabbed a stencil or 20.
It's 12 by 13 now. It's stretched. Julie's plate stretched. Okay, this is a pocket. So I'm okay with it now. Okay, so I'll put it on a page in a little while. Barbara liked the spoons in here, so maybe we can find the spoons.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've got so much junk stacked up, it's not even funny. It's like every time I tried to get out here to work on something came up, and that's all it takes, y'all.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Julie said hi, Scrappy, and I'm not sure who that is. Oh, Dana. It's Dana. Okay. She popped in and I missed her coming in. Guys, if I've missed anybody saying hello, hello. We're really glad you're here. Lisa's being very quiet again.
Jasper, I did that. This is a replacement 12 by 14 that I have. The first one I got, when I pulled the plastic off, it pulled off and pitted the plate really bad.
Ugh.
So they replaced it. This one's better, but it's still pitted in a couple places too. But anyway, I cut that other one, that was messed up. I was able to cut it and get almost a full sheet, I think. But yeah. And they do that because it's for mono printing, which means you line up your print, you lay your paper on it, you take your print, and that's your print. It's a mono print, a single print. And they always like those edges, like on the watercolor paintings, typically.
No. Mm-hmm.
So that's why they're not paper size.
Well, when I got mine, it was a present for my 60th birthday, just FYI. And
Nice.
it's old. And I just wanted to get the biggest one I could get. So 12 by 14 at the time was the biggest one they had.
Yeah.
And
don't they have like a 16 by 20 now or something?
Yes, I do. But you know what? Putting that on my table, and it would be just, almost impossible to put it on my table. But more importantly, I also like the fact that it's 14 inches, which means when I do legal size paper, it's the whole length. I majored in printmaking for his art degree. It has to have a proper
Jasper.
plate mark. Okay.
Yeah. And these
What's
are
the proper
jelly
plate
arts.
mark? What's that?
I think that means the edges of it, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so. You can get it all lined up. My art degree is the School of Hard Knocks, Jasper. That's my
Well,
art degree.
I have a Bachelor of Science in Photography, which is kind of odd to have a Bachelor of Science in Photography, but that's because I had 2 bachelors. I chose to do the science one so that I have a BS and a BA because I'm full of BS, right?
Yes, I know you're full of BS.
But I have a Bachelor of Arts with a major in fibers, which has done me so much good.
Fibers, really? Now I'm almost surprised at that.
Yep.
Jamie, Julie says it's hard to see. Is the yellow showing up okay on the orange pink? Let me make you big and you can show her. Just a second.
Not really.
Got something in my way.
It's really not. Because when I used the pink and the orange together, it made the coral color.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is usually nice. And no, the yellow's not really picking up on top of it. I mean, you gotta do it like that. And then I just added gold, and that's not really showing either.
Unfortunately, Jasper, StreamYard doesn't show you who's talking. You just kind of have to figure it out by what they're saying and who's showing something. Or get to where our voices. And that is one thing that would be nice if they would add a bar, a rim around the person who's talking or something like that, but they don't.
Yeah. Well, that was Lisa.
I don't know anything about it.
That was Lisa just telling you that. This is Tanya, and you can tell Jamie.
This is APG Jamie right here. Hey, y'all.
Jasper says she doesn't know who to respond to. Fibers is cool. There was a lot of photography and printmaking. That was Tanya who was talking about that.
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I don't have a degree in anything art. I'm just my daughter's YouTube channel she has 2 of them. One is Dialogues with a Book Dragon, and the other one is Serial Amateur. That's what I am. I'm a serial amateur. I try everything and don't do anything excellently. So or not expertly for sure. Anyway.
Yeah,
and Hannah hasn't started doing anything on her channel. She's just got the names,
She chose the names so that she could when she wanted to. I think that's a wise decision. And I haven't worked in photography. Oh Lord, just a minute. Let me think. Brandon is 33. And I had quit doing anything for, how many years? We've been married 39 years. So it's probably been about 39 years since I did anything with photography. Because it wasn't something that I worked in labs and stuff like that for a while, and that just wasn't fun. So I kind of got away from that, and actually worked for sewing machine dealers and sold sewing machines for years and years and years and years and years. Ran dealerships, that kind of stuff. That, I suppose my fibers kind of came into that. I can make a sewing machine sew seed beads on, just so you know. It's been a long time, and I probably sew my fingers now, but that's the kind of stuff I used to do with the sewing machine. And then I did that when Brandon was tiny. And then we moved again, and the dealership, I didn't like the dealer. So so that changed that again. And yeah, I went to work at school in a behavior room. That wasn't fun. I couldn't duck staplers fast enough anymore, so I quit that, and I make glass beads for a living is what I do. So it's been a long, very tell you that's cool. I feel that I can offer what I learned if anyone is interested to ask away. Right, Jamie? Yeah. The big thing is I think we all change what we do over the course of our lives many times.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is to try to find something that you enjoy doing. And for years, I enjoyed making beads. Now it's such a job.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute for a minute and put the puppy outside. So
Okay.
Does anybody know where I put my graphite powder?
Uh, oh, she's asking.
Anybody? Anybody at all?
Uh,
I thought it was right here on this counter over here, but no. Yeah, I'll give you a hint. It's in a Gold Bond powder container.
container. Oh, so
Yeah.
you put it in something so you could shake it out, huh?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. You do
Well,
know
I'm
it will
kind
be
of disappointed. I don't know where it is.
the last place you look for it. That much I'll tell you.
I'm sure of that. You check these. I'm sure it's not in a drawer. I mean, just really, you're gonna open it anyway. Yeah, I am. Not there.
It's definitely underneath something. Julie says it's under something. So, look under whatever papers. Oh, where's your big sheet of paper? Maybe it's under your paper.
No, I actually did not get it out. I meant to get it out last week or the other day when we were first talking about doing this, coming on with you. I thought, well, I wanted,
I want to do that.
I should have came out and looked for it then, but no, I couldn't do that. Oh well, I don't even see my talcum powder either.
Okay, there's my another pocket. Now I got glue all over my fingers.
Anyway, we just won't do that. We will get enough distressed stuff anyway.
Barbara likes the spoons a lot. Well, that's what I'm thinking my cover needs, Barbara, is a spoon, an actual spoon on it.
I like spoons. I just turned my head. I got wooden ones. I got little wooden ones. They're about that, like that.
Oh,
how many inches is that?
I actually have some real ones. Are those two blue fingernails, or are they blue because you hammered both of them? Oh, Barbara, these are really special doodad things. Where's the other one? They come from Dollar Tree. Okay, they are stickers on a sticker sheet. They're called nail wraps. Okay, these are not as good. I used to get these jamberry things that you had the heat set on there, but this thumbnail is ripped. It rips constantly on the same line all the way down. It's been this way since I was a kid. I caught it in something, and I've damaged inside my thumb here, so it rips. Okay, and it catches. And a few weeks ago, I had Band-Aids wrapped around them because it was torn. It's torn right now. It's torn about 1/8 of an inch down into there. So these nail stickery things are better than Band-Aids. They might not last but a couple of days, but it's better than putting a Band-Aid on there, because every time I washed my hands, the Band-Aid kept getting nasty. So these, and I actually went and got some more the other day. But then I tore this one the other day too. So it's got a torn spot, and they just are stickers is what they are. And you get, 2 hands worth for $1, and they work. They don't work as well as the old jamberry ones, but I actually have some old silverware that I think maybe a piece of silverware on my cover might make me happy. So when I finish up, maybe when Lisa comes back, I'll go see, because the cover is just not making me totally happy.
That would be cool, because
Mhm.
I like flatware. I have 2 or 3 flatware stamps, and at one time I had a die, a cutting die.
A cutting die with that would be cool.
Yeah, I think it did it have all of them on there, or was it? I don't remember, but I can't find it. So
Oh,
I either gave it away or
or
it's
loaned it and
somewhere,
it didn't come back.
or it's somewhere.
Yeah, you know what? We've oh no, I was gonna say we've lost Lisa, but she's just muted. She's up there. Gel plate's fairly new to me. In that I haven't done much with it, but I'm planning on doing some printmaking after I'm done cleaning these rafters. Uh-huh. And Barbara likes the mask you're using.
Yeah, that is. Hang on, because I'm probably going to get everything all mixed up. I think that's a
Yeah.
crafter's workshop. Yeah, it is. Hang on, I can see it now. Hang on. Crafter's Workshop, TCW 406. It's pretty snazzy. I have a couple stencils and masks.
Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Okay.
Okay. Just
Okay.
a couple. Not really too many. Huh.
Oh,
That's
none of us.
what you get for doing videos on behalf of a stencil company, which I love, which is istencils.com. Just saying, because I love their stencils.
Oh, I didn't know you did. I had a collab with them. That's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I think it was for one of Patty Tolly Parrish's new release. It's been a couple of
Releases?
years.
Oh,
So
how fun!
yeah, they paid me in stencil.
Ooh. Mhm. Now that's the way to get paid.
Which I
Yep.
approved
Yep.
of.
Yeah. Mhm. Yep.
And
Yep.
they
I
are
can.
a great company. I am just saying because they are. So and I am just working with copy weight paper. I thought I would get better.
I like copy paper. I love copy paper. I do like deli paper for some things just because I like to use it later.
Yeah.
Julie says she's decided you can never had too many stencils. Barbara, that sounds interesting. She's talking about somebody who taped 3 pieces of paper so the sides and top of her jelly plate so she could fold them back into the same spot. Some
Right.
sort of registration.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Oh, this chair is gonna hurt me. Oh, today.
I really had greater expectations, y'all. I usually
Well,
don't have a lot of expectations, but I thought I would get.
yeah. I have had people want orange and pink beads, and that color combination is one I could never make work for me. It just never seemed to come out where it was what I wanted it to look like. So
Well,
okay.
and because yellow so often is so transparent, and this one
Yep.
is a this is a Ceram coat, which just going to push this Ceram coat brand. Their paint lasts forever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have some old paint. And when I say old, I mean it's 15, 20 years old paint, and it's still just as good as it was the day I opened it. But,
Jasper liked it.
Oh, good. Oh, how fun, Barbara.
I've wanted to. I have stuff to cut stencils out of. I just having time to do it is one of those.
Well, the hardest part to get past is when you're doing stencil is the bridges.
Yeah. To know where you can cut all the way through and not.
Yeah, you want it to look like a flower, so you don't want to cut away something inside. That's what the bridge is, the connector pieces. I learned did that. I learned did that.
You learned that, did you?
I learned did that. I did learn did that. Well, I don't mind pink and yellow together because they make a coral, but I don't know. I don't think I have it. Let's see if I can find a different yellow, because maybe I just need one that's not so translucent.
Barbara wants to know what brown you used too.
Okay, just a second. I'm over here looking. I'm digging for a yeller. Oh, yeller. Well, that's when there's nothing in there.
Yellow is one of those colors I think it's hard to get different. You know, they tend towards the orange, or they tend towards kind of a brown, I think, sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and yellow ochre, a closer yellow ochre may be better. I thought I had some other paint somewhere. I have this one from the Dollar Tree. It says yellow oxide.
Anne's not on here right now that I believe, but Anne has Lars does stream, Julie.
Yes, she does. And that's the name of her channel, I believe. It's Ann Lar, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Ann Lar. Yeah.
ANNELARH or RR? I don't know.
Oh, I'm not sure. Or LHAR. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be that too.
And what brown did you use? That's
the brown. Sorry.
Yeah.
It says melted chocolate, and it's a apple barrel color. Which is it's a pretty nice brown.
I like that Dollar Tree paint, but it is thinner, more translucent than some of the others.
Okay, I was thinking it might be more solid. The other browns that I typically like is Anita's Earth Brown is a nice one. And then this Americana Burnt Umber is pretty good too.
Okay, thank you, Dana. It's LAHR. I thought there was an H in it.
I was thinking there was an H.
Yeah, but I couldn't. I don't spell well anyway, so.
Oh, it's got gritty stuff in it.
Ew.
How weird. That's weird.
Because that Dollar Tree paint usually doesn't have gritty stuff.
Yeah, it's actually gritty, came up on the brayer.
Huh. Well, it'll give you a speckled texture now, won't it?
Well, I guess I'll get my graphite looked anyway.
There you go.
Yes, I don't know if you can see where I brayered it off. On here. How funny. How old is this? I didn't think it was that old. Of course, there's no kind of date on it.
No, of course not.
Let me shake it up some more.
Yeah, shake it.
And yeah, I don't even think it put any color anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got like some grit stuff in it.
That's weird.
It's not horrible bad. Very unexpected if you're not expecting it.
Hi, Becky. Becky's here.
Hey, Becky.
For any of you that didn't realize it, Lisa went to let the dog out.
So when they ask who let the dogs out, you know what to say.
Yeah. When Hannah left this morning, she asked Lisa if she needed her if her mom needed her to come home at lunchtime to let the dog out, and Lisa said no, she would just handle it. So that's what she's doing. She's handling it because she can.
Yeah. And it did put a very, it's a very, very translucent.
Yeah.
But I can tell the difference, but it's very translucent.
And it probably, because of the color, it probably toned it down some.
Yeah. So I don't know that I'm going to use that.
At least not today.
That was weird.
Yeah. Julie, I love my brayer off pages. Of course, I take my brayer off pages and then jelly plate over the top of them too.
Because, I love the brayering off paper.
Me too. So.
A lot. I'm just not that happy with this color combo, to tell you the truth.
I was gonna say it's like I said, it was a color combo that I was never able to make me feel like I enjoyed it.
I know, I keep looking at them as if they're going to change.
Well, changing. If you stare at them long enough, you might decide you like them, but I don't know that you will, but.
It could happen, but I don't think it's necessarily going to happen.
Oh, my goodness.
There's Ann. Hello, Ann.
When it rains, it pours.
Okay.
Hi, Ann.
Right?
Is it raining at your house?
No, it's not raining. I wish it was raining. But Sparrow did not want to go outside. He just looked at me like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, there's snow on the ground. I'm not going to do that.
And if there was a lot of snow, he would enjoy that. But but it's just enough now. It's just mud. But anyway, I decided I need to fix him a couple of Kongs real quick, because when he can't go outside, he gets more of those, to have something to do. And now he's in there whining. Now that I didn't take him out. But anyway, I fixed the Kongs, and then my sister called, and I thought, well, it might be important, so I need to.
Well, it could have been.
To know the particulars about Hannah's wedding, and so I had to let her know that they've decided they're going to just elope. They do not want to have a wedding. So
Hannah's getting married?
Yeah.
Yep.
I missed that.
Yes, she got engaged over Christmas, right?
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
It's awesome. He's a wonderful young man. I love him, and I think they're just really good for each other. But she has to move to New Mexico. That's the only bad thing.
Well, but New Mexico's not that far from you.
Well, where they are in New Mexico's further than probably as far as you are. It's 8 hours away.
Really? Yeah, because I'm at least that far away.
Yeah, he's in.
Well, maybe
he's
6.
In Silver City.
Oh, Johnny loves Silver City.
Well, I'm hoping Hannah will enjoy it. It seems like it would be a fun place to live.
Yeah, he really likes that place. Yeah, Johnny's from New Mexico.
So that's so we're trying to coordinate not just her getting married, but moving. And she doesn't like change. It's very difficult. And this is like a humongous change. I mean, can you get a bigger change than the
and the people are going to be so different.
Leave the house you've always lived in and, go live in New Mexico, with a guy you love, but you've never lived with him. So, anyway, Andrea, they met through a mutual friend. They met online, actually, and they played games online together, and then they did Bible studies online together. And they did that for about 2 years before they decided that they wanted more than that. So We've gone to see him once, and he's been here twice. And he's coming back in February, and we're going there in March, and then he's coming in May. And every time he, when he came in for Christmas, we sent stuff home with him. When he comes in February, we're sending stuff home with him.
That's
When we
smart.
go in March, we're taking stuff so that there won't be as much to move at the last minute. So
That's smart.
yeah, but it's like she's going to be having the stress of moving for months. It's not
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that's
in
yeah.
now. So,
It's not just a one-time thing. It's yeah.
but anyway, she's excited, and I'm excited for her. I'm trying not to think about how much I'm going to miss her, and just think about how good it's going to be for her.
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
Okay, this, if I just slapped some pockets on those pages and quit fussing with them, I'd been done already. Oh,
that's
okay.
all right.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Now this pool's kind of not too bad.
Well, that's cool. But now that's not the yellow and pink stuff.
Let me make you
No,
big.
but
Let
it
me
was
see,
it was
Jamie.
on the plate. I added some blue jean.
Okay.
I like
Yes,
that. That's pretty.
Julie, she's talking about her daughter.
Yeah.
Hannah
Hannah.
is her daughter.
And
She
in
just
the
told them at
paper,
work. So, and all the
Oh.
ladies were like, "You mean we can't come to your wedding?" She's like, "No, I'm sorry." And that was something she wanted to avoid, was having a bunch of people there. She said, I just can't do it. I can't deal with that. And so
she
I
can't
said, you
deal with
do
it.
the
She
wedding
says,
you want. Don't worry about what people think
Yeah.
or
that's
what other
right.
people want.
That's correct. But you will gladly accept gifts.
That's right.
There you
Well,
go.
she will gladly accept gifts. Although one reason she didn't want a wedding is because she didn't want to have to write 100 thank you cards. So if she
Oh,
only
okay.
20 gifts, that'll be way better for her. Anyway, she's funny.
Do people still do thank you cards? Because I haven't
Hannah
gotten a
does,
thank you card
because
in
her mommy
I don't know how
tells
many
her she
years.
needs to.
Yeah, Mommy told her she needed to. Do you know that I still get a thank you card from my nephew, from my one nephew? The other sister, her kids never sent me thank you notes. But when we send Griffin, now, he's all grown up. So at this stage of the game, it's a check, right? But when I
Yeah.
send Griffin a check, I always get a thank you note written in his handwriting. But I have always, now in the past, Stephanie would help him when he was little, but now he always does it himself, and I get a thank you note.
That's
So,
nice. That's nice.
my fingers are all messy.
This is just tissue paper that I have on top.
Okay. I'm somehow or another I'm out of tea again, so I'm going to go get some tea. And while I'm gone, I'm going to go see if I can find the bag of silverware. Oh, that's a pretty stencil.
Yeah. That one's a secret.
Oh, it's a
The
secret.
secret? Oh, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, it's a
It is
secret
gorgeous.
stencil. I don't know. I
Anyways,
don't know
well,
where.
I'm going to try to find the silverware while I'm gone too. So I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Might be this one. Yep, it is. It's this one. It's a Delusions by Diane. It's Flower Medley Large. And it's
Very
one
pretty.
I've used for a long time. I could see places where it's been bent and that I heat gunned it to flatten it back out and got a little too hot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But that's not a bad print right there.
No, it's beautiful.
Not the worst print ever. Let's see. Hmm. Let's put some brown on it.
Okay.
Now, Lisa, your son's all moved back home and everything's going well with him, right?
Yeah, he's moved into the apartment behind Mom's
Right.
house, and so he's that was a big adjustment for him. Of course, he did that not knowing Hannah was going to be moving out soon. But I still think the privacy is good for him, and you know, he's not going to think, "Oh, I should have just stayed home." Well, he might because he still hasn't moved all his junk yet. But but I do want to get the rest of his stuff moved out of here too. But
Yeah, because you had to move your art and stuff inside, didn't you?
yeah, and it's I don't have enough room in here. Of course, I had things packed to the gills outside, and
Yeah.
and nobody could see it, so it didn't really matter that much. But this is my dining room, so yeah, you walk in the house, you see it. So I can't do what I did out there, which is one reason I wanted to move it in here. Besides the fact that I knew as I got older, I was going to need it to be in here, because taking my computer out to make videos or stream, I have to
Yeah.
go up and down the steps, and in the winter, that's not fun. So
No. Not when you get the icy kind of days.
yeah, and we do get those.
Yeah, you do. Well, you would think I'd never jelly printed before in my life. Ah. All right, let's try something. What are we going to try?
Is your main objective using specific colors, or is it?
It was. I was trying to use the Maker's Creative Collab colors, but they are not making me happy at all. So
Oh, well, then move on.
I'm moving, girl. I am moving.
Life is too short for that.
Absolutely. You know what I say? If it's not making you happy, why are you wasting your time on it?
Yeah.
I know, but I know that. See, I was thinking I'm gonna try it on black, but I don't think that's not gonna be any better either.
Well,
The
you wouldn't
yellow
know
won't
till you
show up
try
on
it.
black either.
Well, if you did a really deep, but very opaque yellow.
Let's see. No, that other one's. What is this one? Well, this one's called dark yellow.
Jasper
So
says fibers. How about some textures, some fibers?
So dark yellow still qualifies as yellow, right?
It does for me. And I'm sure that what I think is what matters, right?
It is. Right now in this moment, it is. Oh, I put Crispies on there. Let's get the Crispies off. I'm going to mix the yellows because I can.
Okay.
Except the gritty one.
Okay, so I can't find the sack of silverware really quickly, so it might have to be one of those things that I do later. But at least I could maybe get get this finished except for the cover.
Yeah, maybe you could
And
work
I
on that
got
tomorrow.
a snack.
All right. Well, that's
Oh,
good.
yummy. What
Yeah,
kind of
Okay,
snack
this
did you
book
get?
now has something on every page.
that has something on every page. Yay!
All right. So now that I can go back in and do other stuff on it later. Okay.
I got walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pumpkin seeds. They're supposed to be good for your thyroid.
Pumpkin seeds?
Pumpkin seeds or
Walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pumpkin seeds.
all of those are supposed to be good
Mhm.
for your thyroid. Okay.
Yeah,
Walnuts are good for your brain.
yeah.
That's my problem. I don't like walnuts.
That's a
Well,
problem.
Barbara
mine
has a
was
kitty who needs another cup of coffee. Right,
Now,
meow.
now you
all right.
know on
Meow.
almonds,
Okay. Hmm.
you should take the skin off
Hmm.
because the body has a hard time digesting that, or it creates some kind of enzyme or some kind of hoo-ha.
And I'm usually not willing to fuss with it. So
No. I think I saw on Instagram, how they, yeah, if it's
yeah.
online, it's true, right?
Right. Uh huh.
That if you put them in boiling water, like blanch them and then put them on a towel, drain them and put them on a towel, that's supposed to make it come off.
Well, if you go to I don't know about Whole Foods, but we have a co-op here called Everman's, and you can buy them skinned like that already
Well,
if
that
you
just
want.
sounds really expensive.
Oh well, try finding Brazil nuts any place but the health food store.
Yeah, yeah. And I like Brazil nuts.
Uh-huh. That leaches the tannins. Yeah, that's true too. Um, the I went to Whole Foods to find the. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze.
God bless you.
Hi, Becky. Welcome.
Oh, excuse me.
Whole
It'll
Foods
happen
is
in-
whole paycheck, Becky says.
That's true. The walnuts you can get at the grocery store, but Brazil nuts you cannot. I couldn't find them at the grocery store. And I like my pumpkin seeds shelled because I don't like to chew the shell. I guess I'm just bad girl that way.
No, I am in agreement with you on the pumpkin seeds. On the pumpkins. No kidding on the pumpkins. Not giving up on the yellow. And I like yellow.
What should we say? I got out some papers specifically to use in this book today, and now I can't find them.
Well, you didn't need them.
Well, I did need them. I do. I do not agree with that assessment. Okay, here they are.
Hello, Bishop. I for some reason don't have a name for Bishop.
I always tell people what their ID is.
Hi,
It's
Deb.
easier.
I'm so glad you're here.
It's Deb. Okay.
Easier
Well,
on my brain.
easier on your brain. Well,
Yeah.
usually I can remember most people, but not always.
Oh, it's been a long,
So
long
I have
time,
a cheat.
Deb.
I have a
Good to
cheat
see
sheet,
you.
JB. I always have
Yeah.
a cheat sheet. I always have a cheat sheet. So
I have a
okay, so
cheat. Well, I usually have a cheat sheet, but I lost my cheat sheet. I need to
okay.
make cookies for your husband and ask him for another one.
He's not supposed to eat cookies.
I like
Okay.
cookies.
I can make JB cookies, I guess. Yeah.
And that's what
I'm not
Jamie is
supposed to
saying.
have cookies either, but I like them.
I don't think any of us are probably supposed to have cookies. I'm not supposed to have cookies either, and I don't very often.
Well, I can make him blueberry dessert. It doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Or pumpkin pie, but he doesn't really like pumpkin pie. He likes cherry pie. I could make him
I
a
like cherry pie. I agree.
He likes cherry pie.
I like cherry pie, and I'm not a fan of pumpkin.
Yeah, well, he'll eat pumpkin. That doesn't mean that he doesn't, eat it, but he prefers cherry.
Not
I
the
don't
preference.
like it. I don't eat it.
I like pumpkin. I don't like pecan.
Oh, I don't like pecan at all.
Well, see, I
Mm-mm.
like Good Company pecan pie. I'm very
What is Good
specific on
Company?
my pecan pie.
Hmm.
What is Good Company pecan pie?
It's it started out as a barbecue house in Houston,
Uh-huh.
and it's the best pecan pie I've ever had in my life. And I won't even try anybody else's. No offense to anybody, but just can't do it. I'm not
Pumpkin
a fan
pies
of
with
all
lots
that.
of freshly whipped cream. There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
we're on that bad food roll.
Yeah, and I don't have anything in my house, thankfully, that's like that. So I can't go and indulge, which is a good thing because I told myself I was going to stop being so indulgent when it comes to foods I shouldn't eat.
Well, I'd have to make something, but
Well, I probably could do that too, but I could make me some chai tea with whipped cream in it. I can do that because it would not be sugary.
Not too sugary then, anyway.
Well, mine wouldn't be sugary at all because I put stevia in it.
Oh, well, there you go.
yeah. When it comes to tea, I use stevia too. I just when it comes to baking, I like I kind of like to use the real thing.
Yeah.
Splenda's not bad when you're baking.
Well, Splenda is still one of those things we don't use because it's chemical instead of plant-based.
I know.
So, but frankly, I cut sugar in so much stuff. When I make cherry pie, I only use 1 can of pie filling, and then I use 2 cans of actual cherries. So it really, did I get that too close to the edge? I sure did. No, blast. Okay. It makes that it still tastes sweet. It's just not as sweet.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Can't do any of these artificial sweeteners. Yeah. Well, I have a stevia plant that last year I pulled some leaves and used in my tea, but the plant wasn't big enough.
Oh, thanks. Julie says about the almond skin that it's good for you unless you have digestive problems.
Ah, okay. We sound so old. I swear it was just yesterday. I ate what I wanted and never thought about it. Yes, I agree with that. Mm-hmm. But Andrea, I am old.
Now, you know, the artificial sugars, they will cause you to have tinnitus or make
Yeah.
it worse.
Yeah. And that's one reason we don't use it. And okay, so I'm going to look for the cardboards to see if I have any that need. That one's just got a tab, but that's okay.
I like this print. I like this one.
Oh, that one came
Take a
out good.
second.
Yeah.
Let's make it big.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Ooh,
I
that
like
is
that
pretty.
one.
Yeah, that.
Julie remembers those days, Andrea. I barely remember them. It feels like a whole nother lifetime ago. It was a whole nother lifetime ago.
Been a couple days, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, this one needs a tab.
Well, this has got brown in its name, so that would qualify as a brown, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It says golden brown.
Well, you can't argue with the name.
Can't argue with the name.
So what you're telling me is it's not really brown. It's just what it says it is.
I would
It's
call it a
like-
tan, but you know,
Oh, okay.
what do I know?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to pull it. We're going to see. But I've probably blown the combo because I've put the turquoise in there anyway.
Well, you got to give yourself a little happy.
I do.
Yeah, me either, Julie. Me either.
You think so, Jasper? Thank you, darling. Oh, that is so not good. Ah! That is, I mean, you know, the thing about these prints is just because you don't like it doesn't mean someone else doesn't like it. Because a lot of times I've seen people, they're like, oh, that is the worst print they'd ever done. And I'm thinking, well, gee, I kind of like it. What does that say about me? Because I don't like that one. Okay, we're going to go. Let's go with this color. Because, I mean, what the heck? I just won't play with the color gumbo. Or at least not that particular.
Okay.
Oh, is it dried up? Oh, it just won't come out. My hole is stopped at. Whee!
Wee.
Lisa, you want to make me big for a minute? I want to show something. Where did it go?
You got a showstopper.
I'm going to show something.
The showstopper.
See this tab? Now, I made this tab before I got my found my end all thing at the thrift store, which is
I know
the tab
Josh
punch.
got that.
Yeah, but this is a tab that I made. So I want to. Well, what did I do with the little piece of paper? Good grief. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to make a tab just like that.
You okay?
One moment, please. She swallowed air. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Oh, goodness.
It's because Jeff didn't fix her tea this time.
It's all.
I fixed my own tea, but I swallowed air. Sorry, guys. Anyways, so I had to make my tabs up myself. So this is just a folded sheet of cardstock. And you can make it any size you want. And then on this side, it's the folded side. Right here is the folded side. I have this punch. It's called a stub punch. It punches out like a little 1/4-inch circle.
Right. I think I have that one.
Okay. So I like that. But if you didn't have that, you could use a circle punch. On the corner and just put it in. Let's get a bigger circle. Just a minute. I got a bigger circle right here somewhere. Oh, come on. Just because I want a circle. Okay. So this is a circle punch. And you just put the corner in at a, just so that it put like that. And then you've got the same thing. So just because I have a fancy punch doesn't mean that you can't do it with something simpler. So you end up with the same exact thing. I want to play with paint. I'm almost done with their cleaning. Yay! But so that's one way to make a tab. If you don't have fancy punches, you can use just a plain circle punch. Circle punches are good things to have. I have to say that I have multiple circle punches in different sizes, and I use them all the time.
Agreed.
This happened to come along in one of those situations where I had a 60% off coupon at Joann's, and I wanted the scallop real bad. That's this one. That's this edge. And I wanted it for something specific. And so I had a 60% off coupon or I wouldn't have it. But
yeah, I got mine at the thrift store actually. Hadn't even been opened.
Oh my.
Cool.
I was like, seriously? They had a pretty big price on it. Well, for me, it was a big price. They had $8 on it. And that was a big price for me, but it's a good price for the punch.
That is. Yeah.
Yeah. You can make me back to little again, Lisa. Please and thank you. But I just wanted you to see that, tabs are not out of the question if you don't have fancy tools.
Oh,
and I got this one off of Amazon.
And you got that one off of Amazon?
Yeah, and I want to say it was
something
less than
so they can
$10.
see what it does?
It's it does the like that the little quarter circle too. And let's see, does one like that.
Oh, that's cute.
And this one, this one reminds me of butt cheeks. Just saying, because that's what it reminds me of.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
it doesn't
all right.
looking that way, but on the punch, it looks like butt cheeks to me.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it was less than $10 on the Amazon. It's called KW-Trio. And that's a Rear Memory Keepers. Where did I get that? Because I don't buy that stuff full price. It must have been on clearance somewhere. You can bet it was.
I was gonna say that's usually where I get mine.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna make myself big for just a minute.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I've been watching old videos of I got this thing in the way, just a second. Of Nick the Booksmith making her raggeties. Those of you who follow her probably know what her raggeties are.
Yes.
But basically it's like a sheet of cardstock that has bits put in it, and then you stick that inside your journal so it looks like you've got papers all sticking out of your book.
Yep.
And I just think that's adorable. But I want to actually do that on that kind of concept on the pages that I've got in here I haven't done anything on, like this. Every once in a while, I just want to stick some things, where when you see them, you see they're pretty, but they also, stick out a little bit.
Yes.
The problem with that is a lot of these things I have are very old and fragile, And I want to
Mhm.
use Old and Fragile because it's pretty and it's the kinds of things you would find stuck in an old book. But
Hmm.
I'm concerned about the part that sticks out getting messed up. So I'm thinking about backing them with something
With
not
some
all over, but
cardstock or
just where it's going to stick out.
yeah, just
I
some
would,
cardstock on the
yeah,
corners.
Yeah.
I would back them, but I would also coat it with a couple of layers of a fluid matte medium or something like that.
Oh, I don't want to
But
do
then
that.
you're not going to get, further coloring changes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But because they're fragile, they might hold up better.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're right. I think they would hold up better if you coated them. Now, I guess I could coat them in advance and then
Yeah,
just
I
glue them
would.
down. I don't want to use matte medium to put them in my book.
Oh, no, no,
No,
no, no, no. I would coat them in like I did those papers I did a while ago. I coated the front with fluid matte medium and then the back with fluid matte medium, just to help
Yeah.
ensure they're all stuck together pretty good. But it's a sealer. It's
Yeah.
just an acrylic sealer, basically.
yeah.
It will change the
Oh,
color slightly because it will deepen the color just a little bit.
yeah. Sherry
But
has a good idea, except it's cold and wet outside, and that's where I go if I use triple thick. So,
Yeah.
because it's too smelly.
The other thing is to cover it with embossing powder or emboss. Yeah, would take a lot of time.
yeah,
I'm
it
like
would.
Jamie. I would just coat the whole piece of paper. But what you could do, Lisa, is put your piece down on cardstock, the whole piece with matte medium, and then cover it with matte medium and let it dry. That way it'd be stuck to your cardstock to your backing plus coated on the front. And
Yeah, but if I
then
do that with all these papers, it's going to get very thick.
oh
Well, but it'll
yeah.
protect it. It'll help keep it from getting broken, which is what's probably going to happen because it's old and brittle anyway.
Yeah.
Well, that's one reason I was just going to put a piece of cardstock right here on this corner that's going to stick out.
Yeah.
And not on the rest of the page. I may have to rethink this project and do it sometime when I'm not.
Okay, I have an idea. Okay. Make me big so I can show it to you.
All righty.
All righty. Oh. Just a minute. I threw something on the floor.
Hi, Joyce. Welcome, welcome.
Okay. This is your page, right? Take a big, a full piece of cardstock and put it on the page and off the page like this. Okay, so you could just make an L of cardstock. Just a minute. Let me find my scissors. Let me find a bigger piece of paper. Nope, that has something on it. Can't use that. I can use this.
Well, Barbara, aren't you the smarty pants?
But what did she do?
She says to use the matte medium on the mono plate, and then it's going to be on there.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if you glue a piece of cardstock on here like this, okay, so it's on your paper by about 1/4 of an inch, and it's hanging off, and it's bigger than what you want, right?
Yeah.
Then glue your pieces down with, that means using matte medium to glue them down. You'd have to be careful with your matte medium so it doesn't get all over your page. I was thinking you could put them down and then go back and cut out behind the pieces.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's really going to work or not. So make me little again.
I think that it probably will. I just have to rethink if I want to use matte medium because I can't. It would be like do one page and wait 30 minutes,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so I'm trying to decide if that's something I even want to bother with. I mean, with this project right now, maybe I want to save it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. If you used your art glitter
And
glue
Jasper.
to glue this piece on, and then used a glue stick to stick them down to it, and then
Yeah.
another day, or when you're finished with this project for now, you can open to one page, put your matte medium on the surface of it, set it aside, and go on
Yes,
to
that's a
something
good
else.
idea. I like that idea. Just go ahead and get them made, and
Right.
then beautiful. I mean, protect them later.
Right. And
Yeah.
you could protect one page at a time that way and not
Yeah.
be held up.
Okay, that's a good idea. The way
Yeah.
she does hers, not only are they, come out of the book, and she just can stick them in whatever journal she wants to, but they're, she sews on them, which I'm not going to do because I'm actually doing them in the book, but they really are cool. If you haven't watched those videos, you need to go watch them because you might want to do something like that.
Yeah, because
And-
I think they're cool too. I definitely
Mhm.
agree with you.
But
Well,
I
and
thought
if
that
it
would
was,
be another step I could get towards making this.
yeah, finished, making that
Yeah.
part of that one finished. Yeah. Well, if all you have to do is protect a page at a time later, you can do that. Even like when you do a live stream, you can just take the time to
do one.
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
one and then go on to something else.
That's true. Hi, Kathleen. Welcome, welcome.
I think a bunch of people popped in, and I'm not sure they were here before, Joyce and some others. But guys, we're really glad you're here. And if I didn't say hi, I'm sorry.
Well, we all know how good I am at chat. When I'm on live, they don't mix. When I'm in a chat room, I do okay, but not so much otherwise.
Barbara says, I'd still go with the jelly plate and the matte medium. Those prints dry pretty quickly and it's a thin coat. The old
Yeah.
paper could crumble and stick to the plate, however. That's what I'm worried about, Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm worried about. Because
Yeah.
I have tried it to jelly print on them before. I wasn't using matte medium, I was using paint, but it ended up not being good.
Yeah, they can really stick. I used some book paper one day, and it made a big old mess.
Well, that's better. I really like that side though.
Andrew says that's okay. She loves you anyways.
Yay! My sister just booked a flight to come while I'm taking Hannah to New Mexico, but she's going to come a couple of days early and stay a couple of days after I get back so I can actually spend time with her.
Oh, yay.
I know. I'm excited.
Nice.
I don't get to see her near enough. She lives right next door to Williamsburg, and that's a long ways.
That's a ways. That is a ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, I got to see my sister twice this fall, so I was really excited about that. Okay, so
Yeah.
I noticed that what I've done here is put all my pockets in the back, so I need to switch out some of these, like this one. I need this one to come out. How am I going to do this? I'll put this in like that right there. And then I need this pocket from back here, but let's see, that's a plain one. That's a pocket. And then this is a pocket, so I'll put this pocket up front. I'm just rearranging now. You know, I'm fussing it. Okay. So we have a pocket, then a tab, then a pocket, and a tab.
Jasper says we used a transparent base in screen printing for gel plate. I use acrylic glaze medium. My sister Barbara, she's coming while I'm taking Hannah to New Mexico in March, and she's gonna, stay to be here to help Mom while I'm gone, and then she's gonna come a little bit early and stay a little bit longer so she and I can visit. And so she can take Hannah shopping for a wedding present. So. But Hannah can say thank you in person, so she doesn't have to write a note. She'll be happy about that.
Too funny. All right, too funny. Okay.
She's a writer. Let me just say this. So she analyzes everything. Is this too cheesy? Is this too sentimental for what's really happening? Is this, how does this sound? And so she second guesses everything.
Your sister?
She always looks at everything through a writer's lens.
No, Hannah.
Hannah does, yeah.
Yeah. Rather than looking at things just as, I'm a grateful person, I'm writing a thank you note. It has to become, something.
Okay, this is where I'm going to put this one.
Okay. So I'm going to put a base of something down and then add in the extra stuffs coming out in various places. I meant to add it doesn't matter. I can still add it now because I'm going to cover it up with other stuff, but I'm not sure where. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud.
That's all right. You're allowed to think out loud.
Oh, good.
I hope so.
I just can't believe how this kind of burnt orange thing goes with all of these little pictures and stuff that I've got in here.
Serendipitous.
Okay, so do I put it in the front or do I put it in the back? I think I'll put it in the back, but it needs hole reinforcers on it. Do we all know how to make hole reinforcers?
I don't know where cardstock is. I know there's some out in the studio, but in the house, I don't think I have any in here. And that's the.
Oh dear,
that's about making your own with the circle punch and then the hole punch, or the hole punch.
Yep, that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to make my own with the hole punch and the circle punch. 2 circle punches. So, the deal is though, you want to punch your little hole first.
Yes, that's for sure.
Always punch your little hole first, so that when you go back. I just got some a little bit ago when I got a snack. Thank you. Did you find something to eat? Okay. Okay, you okay today? All right.
I'm going to have to run out to the studio. I don't have any cardstock in here.
See, then you line up the little hole in the middle of, that's okay, Lisa. We'll hold the fort. Little hole in the middle of the bigger hole and punch it out. If you try to punch the big hole first and then the little hole, that means you have to try to get the silly thing in the middle, and that is really hard to do.
That is really hard to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be exact.
No. It just has.
Yeah.
It has to be close, It's a visual thing, and It's just so much easier to do it this way. Now, they do make a punch that punches these out.
I have it.
You have it?
I have it. It's We Are Memory Keepers, and it's not that great.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because you can't see where you're punching it, and when you're using scraps, you kind of need to see where you're punching it.
Punching it. Yeah. Okay.
And sometimes it'll get jammed, and to empty the holes, you have to pick it up here.
Okay.
And this little thing here swings. So you kind of got to get it
just right
in there before you can punch it again. I don't recommend it.
Okay, that's a good answer to that question, because this works very easily, and these are two punches, and these are two punches I keep on my table all the time, or beside me. This is on the table, and this is beside me.
Yeah, and it's easy. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it's easy. You can punch a bunch of them.
And I know everybody's like, oh, but it's so much faster with just a single punch. No, I just showed you why it's not.
Mm-hmm. Now,
it's not.
This is not my favorite kind of punch. I have it, so I'm not going to go buy a new one. Right. But this kind of punch is my favorite kind, where they lock and then they open, and you can make really fun hole reinforcers by using a different kind of punch. You can this is really cool. You can just put that hole in the middle. This is a pretty big flower, but you can make a hole reinforcer that looks like a flower.
Yep.
So, there's a ton of things you can do.
I agree.
But I like to use hole reinforcers on a lot of things, especially if you're doing anything ring bound. So
yeah, for sure. Seven Plaza turned me on to Elizabeth Craft hole thingies. Hang on, let me get them.
Okay.
Well, no, you don't have to hold on. I mean, I have to walk away to go find them. Is what I'm saying. I got to find the right basket. It should be in office. Where's my office? There it is.
Julie, I actually have a die coming. They what Julie just said was they make dies, and I actually have a die coming that cuts a strip of holes at a time.
That's what I was going to say. I got the Elizabeth Craft. I found them on Amazon, and it said the packaging was damaged, so I paid a little less than half price. So it was an excellent deal. And when I got it, the packaging was fine, but it was covered in hand lotion.
Huh.
So I had to wash the package before I could even open,
Yeah.
But I paid, it was cheap. And that's these.
Okay.
The set of 12 hole reinforcers. They come on strips like this. They're die cut, so you got to have the die cutting machine. And they're all different shapes. It cuts out all different kinds of holes.
Yeah.
And they make several different sets.
And I mostly use brown.
Okay, sorry, I wasn't here, Jamie. Before you put those up, let me make you big. I want to see those. I'm sorry.
They're expensive, but I got mine at less than half price because the packaging was damaged. So we've got just some little donuts. That one looks like a gear to me.
Yeah.
That's just a regular circle. This one's a flower. This one, to me,
I love those.
Yeah, it's like a pocket. It's got the little stitches on there. Another gear. And these are smaller.
The little square ones.
Yeah. And then these are around like a gear, or they almost look like a snap. You know, the old-fashioned
That's
snap.
Oh,
exactly
yeah.
what it looks like. Yeah, a snap.
And then this one's kind of a wavy flower, or it could be a gear. And again, here's another gear. And then these are
Like little
ovalish.
tags.
And then this is like a sergeant stripe thing.
Well, those are
But-
really cool. Who makes those?
Elizabeth Craft.
Very nice.
They're not. Yeah, they have 2 or 3 or 4 different sets even, and I do like them. And in fact, if you just go around punching your
scraps.
Mm-hmm.
you end up with with the whole little ring of them in different colors. I have some more somewhere. Where are they? They should be right up in here somewhere. I have them in a little box thingy. I don't see them. They're here. I just don't see them.
Okay.
But I do like them. Now, in my opinion, the actual hole is slightly smaller than a standard U.S. hole punch.
1/4 inch. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, slightly smaller. And so far, it's not caused an issue for me, but I don't reinforce stuff all the time anyway.
The set I have was under $5. I don't think there's as many shapes. They're coming from Globeland. I think.
Oh yeah, Globeland's got pretty good stuff usually.
Yeah, and I think there's only 6 shapes. I can't tell you for sure. I honestly don't remember how many shapes are in it, but they're on the way. So I should have them in a week or so. But they were only like $4.97 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly how much.
Well, that sounds pretty good to me.
Well, I thought so, and I thought I'll make up a bunch with my scraps is what I had thought, because I do like to have them and use them.
Yeah.
Okay. So now then we have, for each one of these, I think I'll put in a plain one. And I have pockets that I have to put stuff in different places. So that's not a pocket. This is a pocket, and I need to put stuff in there. Okay.
Do you want me to come on live with you tomorrow too?
Would you like to?
I can if you want.
Well, I thought you might want to do this because Johnny was home tomorrow. So that's...
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. I can make him go to the grocery store or something. He likes going out, and I don't.
Well, lucky you.
Well, then sure. That would be nice. Same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good. Doesn't it, Lisa?
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And if somebody else comes up, that's fine too. That they, you know how easy I am.
Yeah, I know you are. I didn't want to keep you from Johnny when like I said, originally Teresa was going to come on today, and then some stuff has happened, and so she just couldn't really be here. So she messaged me right away, and I figured, well, maybe I'd let you know, and that way you could change your plans if you wanted to. But if you want to come on, we can always use the company.
It works for me.
We like listening to you talk. Does that make it tight for the ring folders? That's what Jamie, that was a question for you. Julie wants to know if it...
No, I have not noticed that it did that, Julie. But it might, depending on how, because this is pretty much like a standard ring size, and they slide on that just fine. So, but I do like them. But They're, in my opinion, they're kind of expensive.
Well,
But it's
that's why I mentioned that the set I have coming is less expensive.
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, it's not like something you're going to replace very often if you have a die cutter. I mean, if you don't have a die cutter, it's not worth the crap.
Right. Barbara?
Okay with both of that.
No, Barbara, you said 2 to 5. I don't know what time is 11 your time.
It would be
No, it's
1
supposed to
our
be
time.
Okay, it would be 1. Yeah, it would be 2 o'clock is when you would be
So it
coming
would be
on.
noon your time tomorrow, Barbara.
Noon or
If it's 2 hours,
yeah, noon. Yeah, it would be noon your
her
time.
time. Yeah.
Is that okay, Barbara? Okay, that works. Okay, that's what I had down, but that doesn't mean anything. My brain
you're on the West Coast, Barbara, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's in California.
Oh, California.
California. Not
Yeah.
as bad as New York
did know
City.
that.
No.
I knew that. I'm just jerking your chain.
We're
Okay.
just being Texans.
Oh, I see.
Ornery.
Okay. Well,
Ornery.
No, just Texan.
Ornery Texan. Yeah.
Oh.
okay. I have a couple more of these, so I think
Mix that color.
I'm going to do 2 more with pictures, and then I think we're going to call this, except for the cover.
Oh, this one didn't come out.
Okay, so I need to do something on these.
That color. Let's
All right.
put some yeller. See what we get.
Wait, what? Maybe. Oh, maybe these little onions. That would be cool. Okay, I like these pictures better. They're something a little different. Jasper's in Illinois.
Illinois.
No, Arizona. Oh,
Arizona.
boy.
The other Illinois.
The other Illinois. The left. Uh-huh. Not the right. No, Jeffrey, your other left.
Jasper says, Jamie, I love turquoise and yellow and a bit of rust color.
Yeah.
And Jasper says born in Illinois.
Oh yeah.
I went to school in Illinois. I have family in Illinois.
I've
been
to Illinois.
That's what I was going to say, Jamie. I've been there.
I've been there.
All I can say.
I was born next door.
In Ohio or Indiana?
Neighbors. Yeah, I was born in Indiana, next door.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I met Jeff there.
Well, that was a good thing.
Yeah. It was. I can't say that my education really has been very well used, but I wouldn't complain at all for the 4 years I spent there. Barbara was born in Chicago. There you go.
My cousin Rick loves Chicago. He says it's his favorite town.
I can pass on Chicago any day of the week. But that's me.
I've never been to Chicago.
I'd rather go to Chicago than Detroit, but the last time I was in Chicago, I got a ticket for driving my truck on the wrong road.
On the wrong road?
Oh, yes. My little itty bitty S10 pickup truck. All right. Okay. So 4-cylinder, itty bitty tiny S10 pickup truck. You cannot drive a truck on Lakeshore Drive.
Really?
Yep. Now, when I saw the sign, I assumed, just like most people would assume, that it meant
Delivery
big
trucks.
Yeah,
Delivery trucks.
Right. Not my itty bitty tiny
car-sized truck.
Right.
Yeah.
And the cop sent me across town in one of the worst parts of town.
I bet he did.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because sometimes they like to be a lint liquor head.
Well, yeah. And see, I had an out-of-state plate.
Yep. You were just asking for it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But I have since found out that even Chicago people don't drive on Lakeshore Drive if they have a pickup truck. Julie's liking that one. In Champaign. Jasper, I went to school in Carbondale.
Thank you, darling.
That's pretty. Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah. That one's on black, and then this is the same one on a piece of white. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that.
Yeah.
I like this side too. I like this one. It wasn't so good at first, but now it's okay. Now it's okay.
It's
Okay.
growing on you.
Let me think. How many states have I lived in? Michigan, Illinois, Florida, Alabama, Nebraska, South Dakota. Do we get to count Florida? How many Texas? Oh, I forgot Texas. Heaven's sakes. How did I forget Texas?
I was fixing to say, I didn't hear you say Texas in there.
Yeah. Okay, and then back to Florida. We've been in and out of Florida a few times. So I have lived in 7 states.
I've lived in 2.
I've lived in Amarillo, Texas, my whole entire life.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I was going to say, there's nothing wrong with that at all.
I'm not apologizing for it. I've been perfectly happy here.
In the last 20 years, I wish we had moved less, but
Sometimes you do what you got to do.
Well, yeah, especially when your husband works for who he works for.
Yeah.
Hi, Cindy. Okay. Okay, I think because I punched this out, I have to use it on this card. I just do.
That's probably true.
I have to use it. I have to use it somehow. Oh, the garbage truck is here.
Good. It's about time they decided to do some work today.
Yeah. Well, one of them came before Jeffrey got out of bed this morning, so.
Oh my goodness.
We have recycle pickup as well as garbage.
Yeah.
And I don't know which one it was because I didn't open my curtains today. Julie says, "Oh, coffee." I was afraid because there's times when the sun comes in wrong and it shines on the table. so I left the curtains down. But it's so gray out there that it wouldn't have mattered.
Hey, Rain Girl.
I miss phone books. I kind of like phone books. Mm-hmm.
We still get one. I think.
We haven't gotten one in a long time. We used to get these little tiny ones.
Yeah, ours is kind of small. Of course, now as big as our city is, it's got to be humongous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and your city's growing something fierce.
Oh my gosh. These people, y'all need to stop coming.
Okay.
It is full.
I'm just saying, I'm 5 miles. 5 miles, y'all. 5 miles from the freeway. Okay? It used to take like 10 minutes at the most to get there on account of there's like 4 lights between me and the freeway. Oh no, now it's a 30-minute drive
Oh,
to
yeah.
get to the freeway.
Stay away from where she is. She doesn't need more people there.
No. No, we don't. And they are building subdivisions like nobody's business. Wish they'd quit giving out building permits. But they won't because the city loves that money.
Yep.
I think I'm going to go with this yellow.
Sorry, I missed it. If there was anything I was supposed to answer to, I apologize because Jeff was talking to me.
Well, tell him to quit it. He's
No,
on our
I can't.
time.
Yeah, I can't tell him to quit it. He's leaving, and he had to tell me where he was going and why. So he's fixing stuff. So, you know.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, we've got you know those lights that turn on all by themselves when something moves past it.
The sensors, yeah.
Yeah, and one of them has quit turning itself on. So, he thinks maybe it's the batteries, but they're rechargeable batteries, and his reader's not reading it right. So he's going to the battery store.
Well, they did go out.
Yeah, they do, and these are probably what we've been in this house 6 years now, I think, and they've been up since we just maybe the second year. So that's probably what's wrong. And then the one out front is coming on, but it's like really sad. It's like, I don't think I could come on again. So he probably he may be working on that one too. I don't know. I didn't hear him out there. I think he's working on the back one right now.
I made a big mistake with this page.
Uh-oh. Okay, show it to us. Get big and show it to us.
I put this piece down over the whole page before I remembered to put my cardstock in.
Oh,
I did the cardstock the way that we had talked about without thinking about the fact that now I have to cover it all up, which means I end up covering this all up. And this has got dates from the 1800s in it. And that upsets me.
Well, just get something little and don't cover much of that up. Try to just barely cover the cardstock.
Yeah.
I just need to cover, just a little bit right here.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think what it would be that would be good. Just put a piece of lace in there and trim out where those dates are.
That would work. You could just trim almost like, and if you wanted it more old looking underneath on the cardstock area, take your ink pad and just wipe on it a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Julie, that's pretty sad there. We don't have that here because there's no camping allowed in Montgomery County, Texas. or is that the city of Conroe? Maybe no camping is not allowed it's got to be the city of Conroe because we've got state parks, so it's got to be the city. I liked how these edges came out. Just saying. But yeah, they passed that law.
Julie says Sydney don't need more people either.
They passed that law pre-COVID.
Well, in some respects, they were wise to do that.
They were wise to do that.
We have encampments everywhere.
Yeah, you can't even pitch a tent in your own backyard and let the kids sleep overnight out there.
Now that,
because there's no camping allowed. It's illegal.
That's
going a little far, though, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. And really, the only way they'd know is if a neighbor called and complained. But you know how neighbors are.
Yeah,
some of them would.
You know how they are. They're kind of like that one too. You're getting better, y'all.
Now we can have companies stay in our RV out back, but we can't live in it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. We're in the county. Pensacola in the city is like that. In the county, because we have multiple campgrounds, now this may be the thing. It may be that private property you can't live in an RV, but I don't think that's true in the county. Because we lived in the RV for a while, not here at the house, but in a campground. But in the city, you cannot live in your RV. You can have company stay, but you can't live.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had a neighbor telltale that I had a tent up in my backyard, oh boy, look out. Oh, yeah.
Well, our neighbors behind us, back in 21 when we had that bad freeze, and they were announcing all over the place not to leave your pets outside, blah, blah, blah. They actually called the police on us because they heard a dog barking, and they thought it was our dogs. And our dogs they're babies. They they wallow in the bed with me. They don't be outside when it's freezing. They don't like to be outside when it's hot. And when the police got here, of course, when we went to open the door, it's like, hang on, I gotta, hold the dogs. And they were like, oh, well, never mind. I don't know whose dog was barking in the backyard that the neighbors called about, but it wasn't mine. But I thought it was funny. I thought, okay, I see how y'all are.
Yeah.
And you can bet every time you're out there swimming in your swimming pool, my air conditioner is going to be running in my studio.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, the first time our neighbors call on us over anything, that'll be the end of it because they built their okay, our yards are like this. She put her fence on the lot line.
Right.
Okay, and then she built a carport that comes to the lot line, and that's against the law here in the state and in Escambia County.
Because there's got to be an easement because you guys got to be able to move water, right?
Right, 5 feet off of the lot line. That's what it's supposed to be. And then the other one next door on the other side, she's got 4 old cars in the backyard that are not licensed, and that's against the law here in Escambia County. Same is true across the street. Now, everybody seems to take care of their yards, so we don't complain because, just because they have an old car, we have several cars, but ours all are licensed and insured and all that kind of stuff. So It does make a little difference, but yeah. Hi, Nicole. It's Nicola. Yeah.
Hi, Nicola. Is it Nicola or Nicola?
Oh, it might be Nicola.
It's however I pronounce it. Hey, Nicola.
So Nicola is my instinctive thought, but then I'm a Texan, so I say Nicola.
Yeah. Um, Jamie, that is a really pretty color right now. I don't know what you're going to do with it.
I don't either. But it's a pink blast, craft smart, bright magenta, apple barrel, and yellow ceramic coat. It is pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this on there. And I'm going to run this one around the edge. Maybe. Oh, that was bad. Don't do any more of that one. Don't do that. Don't do it. That looked like Carpy. We'll just put it plain on there. It looks good on the plate, but it's not pulling very good at all. That's all right. It'll make some good crusty bits, I'm sure.
No, I was going to say crusty bits.
Because that's what I pulled all around on this one was crusty bits. I thought that would look better, but it doesn't look better.
Get your bubble wrap or something
not
out.
Too bad.
Julie says bubble wrap or corrugated cardboard. I need to get some cheapy tea bags so I can tea dye some paper. Oh, I don't tea dye. I coffee dye because Jeffrey saves the dregs out of the coffee pot for me. He saves them in the fridge. So I have a bottle of coffee in my fridge right now, and
let's pull that with, wait.
Okay.
Need to let that dry for a minute. Them little Dollar Tree fans are great for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some bubble wrap right here.
I haven't seen any of those this year, but I know.
Yeah, I think I got it. I'm sure I got it last year. I try not to go. I really do.
I went to 4 on Monday. $4.
I know. Yeah, you're all the time. You live there.
I think so. I think I live there.
Well, yours are so conveniently close together.
Well, 4 of them were on my trip around town Monday. I mean, honest to goodness, I had multiple stops I had to make, different places in town, and I didn't go out of my way to go to any of them. So, okay.
You know, Rain Girl, personally, I like coffee dyeing better than tea because the coffee seems to be darker than tea. Or maybe it's just my tea.
That's possible. My coffee's darker because, like I said, it's the bottom of Jeffrey's pot.
Yeah.
So it definitely is darker.
And when I do coffee staining, I use the cheapest instant coffee I can find. I'm like, what color did I say I was going to use?
Julie, I leave my paper in the tray all overnight. Cindy likes prefers the color of tea. That's
yeah.
Well, that's light.
That's important.
That's very important.
That is important.
Okay, come on. Where's the next one? There it is. Okay, and you've got plenty in you. All right, you've got plenty in you. This last one. Oops, same one. All right.
Hi, Sue. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, Sue.
Hi, Sue.
Okay, I put it in there. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm done. It got a little gator mouth. You want to see it? Now, I'm done, except that I want to do something to the cover. So I'll have to do that tomorrow because I'm going to have to go dig and find my
You
silverware.
find my graphite powder?
I
Is that-
didn't
is
find
that
your
what you're gonna
graphite
do?
powder.
I did.
Lucy, you want to
At
make
least
me
I know
big?
where mine is.
Well,
Yeah.
she asked everybody to find it for her, and nobody would find it for her.
Sue,
Well.
I have no plans.
Yeah. You want to
I
make me
just
big?
really like making backgrounds, so I really don't have a
Okay.
plan.
What did Tanya say? What'd you
Would
say?
you make me big? I'm going to do a little flip through.
Okay. That's what I
Nope,
thought
I
you
guess
said, but I wasn't positive.
I'm gonna, but I would need to go back out a little so that you can see the whole thing. Okay, so tonight after we get off, I'll go out there and dig, but I didn't want to dig right then. I have a bag of silverware, and I think a piece of silverware on here, maybe with a fiber or something, will make me happy.
I
The
think you're
cover is
right.
the cover is just too bland, and I have some really pretty um you know old timey silver plated stuff that Helen gave me. um so I'll pull a piece of that, whether I use a spoon or a knife or something. I don't know. I'll get it out and we'll do it tomorrow, but that will finish this up because I'll probably use E6000 to stick it down, so I'll have to stick it and then put it away. But it got a little chunky, but that's partially because I put this thing in it. And you know what? I might get some ribbon out and tie this together instead of this thing.
Oh, that would be cute.
Um,
That would go
because
better with the home kind of homemade kind of look you're going with instead of the
right,
plastic.
right,
Yeah.
and not only that, it wouldn't be so bulky, and that's what's making this is a little coupon book. Who knows where I got it from, but I thought it just kind of worked in here.
Yeah.
And I'll go get some ribbon, and I'll do that as soon as I show it to you. Because that way it would go in there and be flatter, and that's one of the things that's causing the bulk. So
Yeah. Something about the silverware. If you need to, you can maybe punch some holes and use fishing line to sew it on to just reinforce it.
to reinforce it. Yeah.
Yeah, fishing line.
Well, and I could put fishing line underneath some ribbon or something that tied it on.
Yep.
You know, I could go all the way through and have ribbon, put the fishing line on first, and then tie ribbon around it so that the ribbon looked decorative, like it belonged there.
Because I've done
So,
that. I used a curly wire on a canvas one time for hair, and I
mhm,
used fishing line to sew it onto the canvas. And
yeah,
you couldn't see it. If you didn't know it was there, you wouldn't notice it unless you were like examining up real close.
right. So, And I think a piece, and I don't know, I think right in here I'll put a piece of silverware. I just don't know where they're at. And I thought I knew right where they were, and obviously I don't. So, but all the pockets have things like, this is a store-bought one. Okay, I guess they're all upside down. So why are they upside down? That one, yeah, they're upside down. This one I made. And then this one is a store-bought one. And I kind of put them in messy because that's how I liked it. And then some of the pages are decorated and some of the pages are plain.
Sorry, Tanya. Go ahead and put a link into your channel, Jamie. If you can't,
I put APG, Jamie. Is that not taking it there? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look like a link to me. It looks like you're just saying this is, like when you tell somebody you make your name in orange.
Okay,
if
let me
she's
go
not,
it be.
If she's not a moderator, she might not be able to put in a link.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I'll do it. Going back to what you're doing.
This paper is this brown paper is painters the paper that painters use to protect the edges of something, or a wired ribbon, yeah, something like that. So there's a bunch of just plain pages as well as decorated pages because I didn't want them all to be decorated. Okay, what's going on with my phone?
It's no bother, Nicola.
Okay.
Well, it's definitely down there now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thank you, darling.
And so every one of the pockets has multiple. Some of them are plain. I did do some plain ones, but they all have multiple little recipe cards in it.
I think it's adorable.
I think it came out great. I can't wait to find the silverware. Now I did put in some dividers that just have tabs,
Yeah.
And in these pockets, not everyone has anything, but I did put some stuff in some of these pockets. This one actually has a recipe for papaya oriental. Oh, this sounds like a drink. Two papayas, 2 cups cooked or tiny diced shrimp. Oh no, it's a salad of some sort. A teaspoon of grated fresh ginger, finely grated fresh coconut, 3 tablespoons of fresh lime juice.
Cindy, it's the cookbook journal the cooking journal or cookbook journal that we started a couple of years ago. She's finally finished.
Yeah. Yes, we started this ages ago, and it's in my UFOs, and I wanted it finished.
That was bad.
Now that I also have to take care of all the mess that I have. This one has a bunch of things in its pocket. And like I said, I put them in here all messy on purpose because I wanted them to be messy. I guess that's just the way I am. I like the little collages on the different pages. I like that there's some plain pages in here. I love this page. I told Lisa earlier, apparently when I was doing this piece right here was still wet. I picked up ink off of my mat on the edges, but see what it did to this piece of paper? It's fabulous. I just love it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And I put the pockets in different ways. This pocket is kind of like a tab because it sticks out. In this one, okay, that's what's in that one. See, this one must have had that kind of a edge on it too that I made messy. I like this one. It says, "My compliments to the chef." I like that little cat. And I cut up multiple different cookbooks and different books to get pictures. This is some, I got this at a thrift store or at a sale of some sort, and it's stickers. I glued them, of course, but And these came out of an old cookbook that I actually had. That's just a card in there.
And Nicole is asking Tanya if you think it makes a difference to use 3 or 4 rings for ease of use.
I don't think it makes a difference. This notebook was a cookbook of some sort or a book of some sort that I already had, and I just I use a mixture, Nicola, of there's actually even a video on my channel of this. It's very simple. I mix half a bottle of Mod Podge with half a bottle of, just a minute, what kind of glue is it, Jamie? It's
Elmer's and Mod Podge.
But the
It's Elmer's Glue All.
It's Elmer's Glue All. You cannot use Elmer's Kids Glue or Elmer's washable glue. It has to be Elmer's Glue All. And
not the
usually,
school glue.
Right. So it's Elmer's Glue All, and I buy it in a gallon at Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two. Usually where the paint is. Half Mod Podge, half glue, and then usually, because they both get a little thick in my bottles, I add a couple tablespoons of water to this bottle. This is an old matte medium bottle, and I have 2 of them, and I keep them full. The deal is Mod Podge, if you Mod Podge 2 pages, they will stick together. If you use the Mod Podge and the glue mixture, they don't stick together. So that is what I use, and I just Mod Podged it all down, and it's so three rings versus the 4. It was just what I had. And I did have my 3-ring hole punch out when I was punching these holes. I just didn't. I put it away yesterday day before yesterday of all things. And I did make a couple of tags. I didn't make very many tags because I had all of the other cards, but I made a couple of tags. And I just did little collages. I didn't try to do anything big because I wanted writing space in it. If you want it looking vintage, add some brown ink to it. Yes, you can. I don't, because I can usually ink with archival coffee over the top of it. With this one, I took archival ink over the top and just did this on it to make it look old. So this is another pocket. This has got that in there. Looks like I forgot to put something in here though that I wanted to put in. So we will just tuck it in here. I had these things and I thought I put them in there. Nope, I just stuck them. These are shopping lists and coupon books. They're just little envelopes. I think they need to be inked, and then I'm going to tuck them in here. So, okay, you can make me little again.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That'd be nice.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go get some ribbon and tie this up with ribbon because I think I'll like it a lot better. Yeah, see, without that thing, the book is fine. With it, the book is a little.
I'm hoping you other people that are playing with the Makers Creative Collab color combination, I hope y'all have much better luck than me. Because I am just so not happy with it. Oh, this is cool. It probably looks, it doesn't look very good on screen, but in real life, it's not too shabby.
It's cool, okay.
And that's the way it is sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. Lisa, do you know that we're going to change channels again here soon? Oh, she can't hear me.
She can't hear you?
She's muted, so she probably is.
I could hear you. I just couldn't say anything at the moment.
Okay.
Hello, buddy. The sparrows and
Not
Hannah
happy?
were making some noise. No, he's
Oh.
happy because she came home. But he's always happy when Mommy comes home. That's right. But they were being noisy, and I didn't want you to have to listen to it. So I.
Oh well.
That doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't want to go outside when I tried to put him out, so Hannah came home to make sure he would go outside.
So he only minds Mama. Is that it?
Yep.
Is she going to take him?
Yeah.
She's going to take him?
She's going to take him, isn't she?
To New Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought so.
My.
He is her baby.
Well, if you get another dog, I suggest get a little one.
I intend to. If I get a dog, I will get a little one.
Because for one thing, they're cheaper. You can pick them up and put them where you want them.
The picking them up part is the part that I'm the most interested in.
Yeah.
About okay. Hannah says, I want a dog that won't clobber me in love. He does everything with love, but he does it very, very without regard to his size.
Yeah. He doesn't understand how big he is.
No.
Well, I'll tell you, at one particular time in my life, I thought I was moving to Chicago. This was before Jeff, right? And I said I was going to buy me a dog that rested his head on top of my head.
Oh, that's so annoying.
I wanted one big enough that he walked down the street with me. He was bigger than me. Well, needless to say, that did not happen. But then I didn't move to Chicago either. So.
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons we wanted a big dog was because Hannah wanted to take it for walks.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she wanted it to, be where it would be pretty obvious she's protected.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. I think those will do. They're toned down just a little bit and they're crunchied up just a little bit. So I have just a few minutes. I'm going to go get some ribbon and I'll put these in this pocket back here. I love this pocket that's kind of not my color, but it is my color. So I'll be right back.
Okay,
Alrighty.
I'll be right here.
Me too.
Probably. Mostly. I think. I'm going to try that
It's
color.
the plan.
Yeah, it's a plan. Sorry, I needed some hydration.
Well, hydration's important.
Yeah, Welsh Corgi mixes are good little dogs. They are mature. Well, most of them are. So they're not necessarily real playful. They're extremely smart and they like mind type games like walking on the edge of a 2x4 and junk like that. And they just love their bellies rubbed all day long.
Is that what you have?
That's what Molly is.
Is Marley a mix, did you say?
Yeah, she's a corgi mix with something. We don't know why.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to buy a DNA kit to find out because it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I agree.
It
Well, a
doesn't
corgi
matter.
I've always loved corgis. One of my bosses, the orthodontist I worked for, he had a corgi. And I loved, his name was Max. Max was great.
Aw. think I'm gonna put that on this one. Use the gold. Use the gold.
I should have used art glitter glue on that.
That little battery tester while I was there, that home, it takes a AAA for the tester, it doesn't come.
I forgot to put something on the back of this before I cut it, and
Oh,
so I had to go back and put something on the back of it, and I'll have to cut it again.
yep. That's the kind of thing I do.
That's my birthday. Just happens to be on that piece of ledger paper, and I'm going to stick it on here just for kicks.
Absolutely.
Just the day. No, this was in the 1800s, so it's way older than me.
Just a little, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Thanks, Hannah.
Bye, Jasper. Jeff came home, so I was talking to him. I went and got these. I don't know if any of things in here will work, but I think something will work. And if not, I'll use this. So I got a couple things to try. Okay, but I need a place to set them because it's going to be 2 o'clock here pretty soon, right?
It is actually in about 30 minutes, 29 minutes.
Well, I have another one of these to give away. It's another happy birthday one. It's, what do you call it?
Embossing folder.
Thank you. Embossing folder. It's kind of like that curve I couldn't remember the other day. Lisa, can you tell me how many people are in chat?
23.
Okay, so we need to use 75. So, just a minute. Let me type. Where did my thing go? I'm going to type start. Where is it? Where's my thing? There it is. Okay. Yes. Okay. Everybody choose a number between 1 and 75.
You want me to write in start and stop? Oh, you already did. Okay.
I did. That's the nice thing about StreamYard doing this now.
Yeah, I forgot that they have.
Yeah. Hi, Kathleen. The person who comes closest without going over, and I'm going to use a random number generator in a minute. Let's see what we got in here. I got this whole tub in when I was at my sister's. When we went to that library sale. And so I didn't even have to dig very far to find something. I will find something. I'm thinking maybe that. I need to unwrap it and see. These are organdy and silk ribbons, but it just, it is what it is. I bought it to use.
People can see better.
Yeah. I bought it to use. I'm not gonna hoard it.
Hey, Sophia.
Okay. Come on, guys. We need some more numbers.
Good to see you.
Put a number in between 1 and 75,
1
y'all.
and 75.
Lurkers, are you there?
What does to use and not hoard mean? Oh, okay. All right.
That's a good question. I can't answer it.
I can't answer it very well, but I mean, I'm sure there are lots of ribbons that are not fancier ribbons like these. You know, these are a little fancier ribbons. Oh well, but that one's not going to work because it's kind
No.
of too fat. So that's all right.
Thanks, Julie.
Okay, well, I'm not getting any more numbers. So I guess I'll just figure it out then, won't I? Just 1 minute.
I
Oh,
reckon
that's a
so.
staple. That's a staple. Okay. Well, let's figure out who won. Okay, where's the... Oh, there's Lisa's picture. Come on, stop that. Okay, I need maximum of 75. 75. I just need one number, so generate. The number is 50, so who came closest without going over?
It looks like Nicola at 25.
Okay.
Kathleen with 45.
Oh, I didn't see Kathleen at all, so I must have missed
Oh,
that
yep,
one.
there's Kathleen's. Yep, Kathleen's up there.
Oh, yeah, I did miss it. Sorry. Sorry, Nicola.
Okay, Kathleen is the winner this time. Kathleen, just a minute. Let me write. I have to write.
Hey, Jan. You were guessing numbers. A random number, Rain. There was a prize involved.
Yeah.
But it's gone now.
Yeah, it's gone now, but that's all right. There'll be another one. Kathleen, I will put my email in here because just a minute, I gotta find a place to set everything because we're on Lisa's channel and I can't tell you to go to the base, go to the description. Oops.
Oh, I got to put backs on these.
Okay, Kathleen, I need you to send your address to my email. Please and thank you.
Okay, I'm going to make myself big, and I'm going to show you my first raggedy page.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, I like it.
Now, on the back, it just looks like that because I haven't put anything back here, but
that's perfect, though. That's really cool, though, Lisa. And it will protect those papers.
Yeah, it will.
Yep.
It looks good.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm going to do several of those throughout the book because I think it'll be fun. A fun addition. Looks like somebody just stuffed stuff in there and shut the book, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like it, but I like the idea of it staying in there too.
Yeah. Well, I like, of course, one of the reasons she does that is because she's selling her journals. So she puts them in there so they look gorgeous when you get them. But then you can take those out and make it however you want, or you can keep them in there and use them, either way. But I'm not, this journal is just going to be this way.
Yeah, Nick the Booksmith makes journals to be actually written in most often.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just make them and then I stuff them way too full and.
Okay, so
I don't usually write in them.
The black is way too big. This particular black is way too big too. Looks like my headset is dying. Give me just a minute.
I'm getting I never write in them, just not often.
I'm getting a.
I always switch ears when we switch channels.
A thing that says, I'm getting a fuzzy thing. So somebody say something so I can tell if you're talking.
Hello.
Okay, I can hear you.
Jibber jabber.
Oh my goodness, it must be really dead. There we go.
I said I always switch ears when we switch channels. That way they don't have a chance to do that.
I left mine and I didn't, so that was it's just one of those things that the black is
Okay.
wide too.
I thought somebody was talking. Oh, there she is, Janice. Hi, Janice. I missed you. I apologize. I'm glad you're here.
I am too, Janice. Yes, Julie, it needs recharging, and the recharger's on the table already. I just didn't I didn't switch earlier. Usually, like Lisa said, we switch back and forth.
Because they recharge in the little pod while you're wearing the other one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad I'm not the only one that does it that way.
No, you're special, just like us. You do it the right way.
That is the right way.
Okay,
Right,
I'm gonna go take some medicine for my back, so I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay.
I'm gonna mute while I'm gone, just in case.
Okay. She's
Okay.
a mutant.
Well, and she's gotta get. No, I'm the one that has to go in a little bit and get ready to
Switch.
switch. Yeah, I got to switch, and I think it's Beth. I have to send message to. I think we're going to end up with this tan which will be fine because it'll go with the book real well. It says it is about a third of an inch. So the others, if I had read the card, it tells me, but I didn't read. So, hi, Susan. Happy steam birth. Yeah. So
Hey,
you guys,
Susan.
just in time, we're going to switch. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to leave in just a couple minutes here so that I can get myself set up. Yeah, Beth is coming on next, so I gotta remember who to send. Gotta remember who to send my invitation to. Okay, so
Are y'all going all night, or are you just going to pick up again in the morning?
we're just gonna pick up in the morning. We decided after the last time that it was just too hard. We were both slap happy by the time we finished, and we both hurt bad, and it wasn't fun.
It wasn't fun. Yeah.
By the time we got done, it wasn't fun, and so we're doing 8 to 8 and then 8 to 8.
Okay.
Now we're starting on Lisa's channel tomorrow morning instead of mine. And so we'll be the opposite time frames, but it was just not fun the last time by the end, and especially in the middle of the night. And we know that there are people who like to watch us in the middle of the night, but that it just wasn't fun. So
yeah, I think I had y'all on the TV because when I'm in bed, that's what I'm watching on the TV, so I can't chat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it was one of those things, and maybe we'll do it again someday, but for now we decided this was just much more
Fun.
what we wanted. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
More funner.
Yeah, more funner. And it was just okay. Let's see. I'm gonna tie a bow, aren't I? It was just yeah. And I was slap happy. I was talking about stuff that made no sense. It was like, okay, whatever. You know how that goes. So
I can do that and not be exhausted.
well, that's true. And then the other thing was, it's got to be sustainable. That's right, Barbara. The other thing was that, what do I want to say? That, okay, I forgot what I was going to say.
And I had no idea what you were going to say.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it wasn't important, I guess.
You lost me before you started.
Okay. But I'm going to have to go so that I can do the get set up. So will you
Yeah.
please tell Miss Lisa where I went to
I will. I
when she
will.
comes
She'll be
back?
back any day.
Yeah.
Pretty sure about that.
Andrea thinks
Hey.
Jamie Pie is a good is a good
It's
name. So
an interesting name, I can tell you that.
okay, guys. I'll see you on my channel in about 15 minutes.
Okay, see you in a bit. Have a good trip.
First,
Okay,
thing to
bye, Tanya.
Kathleen. Okay.
Oh, it wasn't Tanya that was leaving?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
It was
leaving.
Tanya. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
she'll be back. She'll be on her channel, and you will join her there.
I will. That's
You
true.
will.
And Beth.
Yes.
Yeah, Beth is going to join us at
That's
2.
what she decided. It was Beth's turn.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want to put on the back of that one. I'm trying to do both sides. I don't know why. I guess 2 ugly sides is better than 1 ugly side.
Oh, there you go. I think that's true. Just go, the more, it's kind of like so ugly it's cute kind of thing. You
Yeah,
do 2 sides, then it's okay.
that's right. Ooh, I
We're
could be an
changing every
ugly
3
art
hours,
fellow.
Barbara. My how time flies when you're catatonic, she says.
You too, function, darling. It's every 3 hours, I believe, Barbara. That y'all are switching, right, Lisa?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, it looks like this one might be a winner.
Oh, well, let me make you big. I want to see the winner.
That's pretty
It's
good.
pretty. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
What'd you use
This
for your
side has kind of
patterns?
grown on me a little bit.
Maybe if you use something that would tone it down a little bit, it would
Yeah.
make you happier.
This one's kind of grown on me too, but see, it's got the turquoise on there, and that's what did it.
Yeah, I could see why that would make it grow
That's
on
what
you.
did it. What's on this one? Ooh, that was probably not a good idea, but oh well, it was an idea. Sometimes they work and sometimes not so much.
That's true.
Yeah, that's even more uglier. Even more uglier.
Even more uglier. Yay.
Even more uglier. Okay, I need a color on the back of this. Let's go with. What are we going to go with? Green. I mean, oh, this one doesn't squirt out the hole. I have to open it. I keep forgetting. Whoa. Put some of that back in that bottle. I so appreciate all y'all showing up today.
Yes, we are very grateful that you came to celebrate with us.
Absolutely.
Running around and fighting people.
Can't talk, brayering.
Can't do both of those things at once.
Sometimes it doesn't work very well, even to do one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Mom, I'm gone.
All right. Love you, babe. Have a good afternoon.
I'll surely try.
Thanks for coming and taking care of the little monster.
Always.
Oh, you know you love that monster.
I do love that monster. You're right. Even when he acts like a monster, I love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, hang up front.
Okay, that's fine.
Unlocking the knob button off the screen right there.
Let's put some
Okay.
white on that one. See if we can't do some pickups with white. Just around the edge stuff.
Oh, my brain's having trouble deciding what.
Well, then don't make a decision. Just come back to it. Don't force it.
Don't force it. That's
Don't
good
force
advice, actually.
it. That's kind of interesting. I approve of that. Didn't necessarily make it any better looking, but I approve of it.
But it has received your approval, so.
Let's try with that there. Getting a lot of crusties on the edges, that's for sure. Okay. Well, I'm kind of liking that better.
Barbara says, Jamie, you know those little stamps you had in one of your recent videos that look like stitching? I bought them and I love them.
I love them. They are nice. Yes. I think they were Globelin, weren't they? Do you remember? I don't remember.
I don't.
But yeah, I like them a lot. And there's so many different ones you can pick from. Yeah, I like that much better. I would actually use that one maybe one day. I've had all my papers that I make for a long time before I use them typically.
Oh, believe me, I understand. And I shift them around from place to place more than I do anything else. Look through them and think, oh, yeah, I really like those, and set them back down.
I think I still have some original jelly prints that I made from way back from the get-go.
Yeah. I found a few, and I can't remember what I used them in, but I was like, oh, this is some of my very first ones. Back from 2015. They're almost antiques.
Yeah.
That was back when I had my homemade jelly plate.
I was gifted my first jelly plate.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a year or two after they first came out, I think. So I've had it a long time, and it still works very well. It works just fine. I think I'm going to put a yellow. Do I want a yellow? I think I want a yellow. Why not? We got it. It's right here.
Go for it.
I mean, what's worse that's going to happen? It's going to make it ugly. Already is. Roll it on this side. Roll it on this side. Yeah, I don't even remember the last time I used Oh, if I said it was the last time I was with y'all, would that be a really long time ago, Lisa?
It probably
Do you
would.
know?
I'm trying
Would
to
that be a
remember.
year ago?
Was it a year ago? Probably was a year ago.
You know, I'm kind of wondering. I'm almost thinking it was the last time I was with y'all. Well, because I had so much brain stuff, brain issues, which I must say is much better.
Good. I'm
I'll
glad.
be hopefully getting my last MRI with that sometime later this month. If they don't call me today, I'll call them Monday and schedule it.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. I know you're
I hope
ready
it's
to.
the last one.
I hope it is too. We're just gonna believe it.
Because I sure don't like being in that MRI tube, I tell you what.
Oh, I can imagine. I've never been in one, but I don't think it would be the
I'm
best
not
on the screen.
claustrophobic, but I cannot stand being in that tube because the magnetism of it, because that's what it's supposed to do, right?
Right.
It makes all the little teeny tiny hairs on your body that you don't even know you have stand up and vibrate.
Oh my goodness, that would drive me insane.
And then you get that idea in your head, well, what if something happens with the building and everybody runs away and leaves me tied up in this machine?
Yeah,
I
not
don't
the
like
best
that
thought to
thought
have.
either. I don't like that thought. I don't hate this one, but I'm not liking it too much either. I think I'm just going to put yellow on it too. What the heck? Just put yellow on it.
There you go.
That'll make everything better. One of my friends, she hates the color yellow. So anytime somebody puts yellow on it, she says, well, it's useless. The whole thing is yellow. It's like, no, it's not. There's a couple of spots of yellow. And she's like, nope.
Just
Nope.
that's it. That's it.
Even I don't feel that way about taupe, and I don't like
Right now,
taupe.
if you look at the, well, not now, but before, if you looked at the screen, it was all yellow. It was like, yep, that's useless. It's all yellow.
It's all yellow. Yeah, I kind of actually like this side. It's very, very grungy. I might have to look for my graphite powder. I cannot even imagine where I would have put it.
Hi, Susan. Welcome, welcome. I don't know if you've been in here a while and I just missed you, but I'm glad you're here.
You did? You missed her?
I missed her. I'm so sorry.
No, I think you were stepped away.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't feel
Or
quite as bad,
muted,
but
or
I'm glad that I figured it out before we had to leave.
yeah, because they are fixing to switch over to Tanya's channel.
Yep.
Probably pretty much any time.
Any moment.
So if y'all run off over there before I say goodbye. Because I'm going to have to go in and get me something to eat before I can start watching that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm thinking I might be hungry. I don't know for sure. I know you should know if you're hungry or not, but no, I don't.
Well, have you eaten today?
No.
Then I would assume you're hungry. Whether you are or not, we just act like it.
Yeah, I'll eat something anyway.
Yeah.
Just because my mouth might feel lonely. Well, that didn't do any favors for that page. But it really doesn't matter because I'm being more inclined to just use this one side anyway. Which is why I typically don't make double-sided papers because, you know, I usually only like one side.
Yeah. Well, if you only like one side, then it doesn't hurt you when you end up using it, you know?
Yeah. I do. I like that. Not a fan of this.
Okay.
So, what else can we do to it? Come on. Come here.
Alrighty. I was gonna see. I haven't got a All right, she's live.
Yeah, Sophia. Okay, well, I'll see all you guys around on the lines.
Bye bye, all. I'm ending the stream. See you at Tanya's place. Love you.